And we are live. Yo, shout out to everybody already. You got folks actually waiting on us who are here. For the people that be watching this on the replay, what's up with y'all as well? This is the By the Hood Friday live show. We come here briefly every Friday just to chop it up, see what's going on, see what people working on, just to have a conversation. What's up, Core?
What's up, Jim? Everything good?
Yeah, man. I know you was complaining about your computer, man. You all right?
No, man. I'm about to go out and come back. I can't take this. I'm about to go out and come back in.
Yo, on this side, it don't like nothing wrong though.
Yo, I literally can't see myself, and then when I am seeing myself, it look fuzzy, like like the Jones used to be when you was a kid and you was trying to watch the porn vids as a kid, and you ain't had a channel.
Oh no, they don't look nothing like that. You hit the button real fast so you can see the. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
but no, that's not showing on my end, man. Yeah, but folks are already here, man. Give folks a couple minutes to get in. Some more folks. Julio, what's good, Julio?
I'll be right back.
Checking in from Oakland. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. If you got to go out, come back. GC is here. GC, what's good, man? GC, what you been up to, man? You buy any more crypto lately, man? Yeah, man. So this is our Friday live show. Shout out to everybody who came out to the class, our last class. That was amazing. Got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of new content, new podcast just dropped. With a brother Alistair McKenzie, which was amazing, talking about his journey in crypto. Got a couple other major podcasts coming up. Yeah, man, but the crypto markets are kind of going crazy. They had a little pullback today, but it's still crazy. All right, so GC out here buying all kinds of stuff, man. But now, I don't even know what that is, bro. What chain is that on? What chain is that on? Yo, it'd be so many projects and so many crazy tokens that folks be talking about stuff, and I have no idea what it is. Like, it's very ICO-ish, if that's a word. Back when the ICO craze went down, there used to be coins and tokens popping up everywhere, and most of them were scams. So that's kind of how it is now, man. It's all kinds of crazy just tokens popping up. What the hell is Banano? Yeah, bro, you and all you you playing with all the shit coins. Hashcraft, Kava, Bitcoin Z, and Ape NFT. Listen, I got you, man. Listen, I know you said you just started recently getting into the crypto space, man. So when you first get in, everybody goes to the phase where they're a shit coiner. But once you start to continuously study, man, you're going to make it around to where you should be. But everybody has to go through a shitcoining phase, man. The shitcoining phase is a real thing. Let's see. The nano blockchain. Got you. I just don't mess with I don't mess with centralization. I don't mess with like stuff that has like crazy pre-mines. It's just, you know what I mean? Don't want to Here's the thing, right? Don't disrespect the Banano team. I disrespect every team like that. If there's a face that I can pinpoint to, I don't want nothing to do with your token for the most part, right? It's almost like I saw a couple of the tokens that had got sued, and they were like, the legal team from this token, addresses the lawsuit. You can't be too decentralized when you got a legal team. Like, you know what I'm saying? And yo, for the folks out there watching, man, do me a favor, please hit the like button, hit the love button, hit everything, you know what I'm saying? Give me a laugh, whatever you want to do, just hit something so it can go into the groups and let everybody know that we are live right now. But yeah, I see stuff popping up like, yo, the CEO of this project or the founder of this project. I don't want to deal with that. It is what it is. Not saying that it won't run up for you. If you're trading, that's all good. But in terms of a long-term hold, you know what I'm saying? I ain't messing. Jamil, what's up, bro? What's up with you, man? What you been up to? Yeah, but in terms of a long-term hold, I'm only messing. I'm cool. Let's see. I think that the community is cultist and can have a massive pump in the next few years. The name is similar to Banana. The whole stupid Wall Street bets vibe is there. I could see this blowing up. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin Z is a BTC fork and doesn't have a CEO. Why would I buy the fork when I can buy the real thing? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing, right? So a lot of times people look at the price of BTC and they say, it's too late, I missed it. You really didn't miss it. I don't want the fork. Like, there's no need. There's no need for me to have the fork. Because once you fork, there's all kinds of problems that can come with a fork. I mean, Litecoin is a fork. I'd rather buy Litecoin than the Bitcoin Z. Bitcoin SOV. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's out there that's forks of Bitcoin. There's tons and tons of forks. Corey, you all right, bro?
No, I'm still going through the same problem, but oh well. As long as y'all can see me,
You got to clean them files on your laptop, man. You got some of them X video files that's like hindering your performance of your laptop.
Yeah, no thanks, bro. no X videos files on here.
Market cap is so small and it's also decentralized. I doubt that it's decentralized, right? Here's the thing. Omar's here, right? It depends. Like when you start talking about decentralization, right? What team was responsible for the fork? What amount do they hold, right? So anytime you fork it, you're going to have a team that's responsible for the fork. So that right there kind of like is going to negate the whole idea of decentralization, unless once they do that, they just dump it, right? So when Litecoin, right, when Charlie Lee did the fork of Litecoin and he had a bunch of Litecoin, folks would criticize him like, yo, you forked this off of Bitcoin, you have a majority of this. So then he happened to dump his into the market, and then he got criticized for that too. They was like, yo, you dumped at the top. So now they're like, well, you don't care about the project. So it's a no-win situation. That's why I just stay away from that kind of stuff, man. Oh, what's up with you, bro? Marcus here. I'm very intrigued by stacks. We looked at it in class y'all the other day. I'm going to do research. Appreciate it. Listen, Andrea, I got a whole class coming on stacks for the MDC within the next couple of weeks, because that's something I've been looking at for a long time, and I've been accumulating for a minute just because it actually produces Bitcoin. It doesn't run contrary to Bitcoin. Satoshi owns 40 million Bitcoin that have never moved, that have never ever moved, and probably never will move. And that's one of the reasons why. Let me see. What are your thoughts on LTC long term? Is it still relevant? How did it fall behind ETH? Because what is the use case for LTC? It was supposed to be a faster Bitcoin, right? But when Bitcoin has an L2 of the Lightning Network, which is 10 times faster than Litecoin, what's the real use case of Litecoin other than following price action? Thing about cryptocurrency is a lot of this stuff is really just following price action, right? So if you're just following price action, cool. But what's the real use case for it? I'd rather use Bitcoin, right, with its network effect, as well as the Lightning Network, which is 15 times faster and cheaper than Litecoin. That's what I want to do. Oh man, you in the States, man, or you back home? Because I know, Obi out, man.
Yeah,
no problem, Andrea, definitely. GC, I hear you. Listen, hey, man. I hope it does well for you, man. But if I can have a direct line to him, that's when I don't want to deal with it. You know what I mean? Here's a great question. How do you feel about all the projects being built on Sol and the fees being lower than ETH? I don't. Right?
No.
Not to say that people aren't making money with Sol. I don't care about Sol at all. There's nothing decentralized about it. The reason they're able to be cheaper than ETH and faster than ETH is because basically they said we're going to give up decentralization and focus on speed. So they have products that people like, because most people in the space don't care about decentralization. For me, that's one of the major reasons I'm in crypto. It has nothing to do with the price action. I could get that in the market. Go ahead, Corey.
Yeah, no. I like what you said about that, like about most people not caring. And so, it all depends on what you look for, right? So if you're looking for a network that has built out solid products, Solana is a good network that has built out solid products. I won't take nothing away from them there. But like Jim said, there's nothing decentralized about what they do. So if you're looking for decentralization and you want out of it, then Solana is not for you. But if you're looking for a solid platform that has a lot of solid products, then Solana is pretty dope.
Yeah. Here's another thing, right? So I see what O said real quick. He can be back for the carnival. I bet you will. So GC says he's not in for the decentralized ways. I'm trying to make USD. That's the really amazing. Listen, I don't even care about USD. I actually don't care about USD at all. I don't care about making something that's losing its value, if that makes any sense. So for me, I don't care about making USD. I measure things in Satoshis because mine is going one way while the dollar is going another way. And with that being said, the other thing about that is I honestly believe that long term, 90% of this stuff is going to go away anyway. I think that when you start talking about regulation, a lot of things will be treated different with regulation than Bitcoin. Because first of all, there's nothing they can do about Bitcoin anyway. Something like Solana can be touched because it is in fact, centralized. A lot of this stuff is centralized trash. Fact of the matter is most of this stuff is just shitcoinery, right? It's shitcoinery where people are actually going to make a buck. Now, you can ride the wave and make money. I have no problem with people riding the wave and making money, but it's not the same, right? Bitcoin is actually a revolutionary product, right? So Bitcoin is objective is to kind of change the global reserve currency. Like all this other stuff is just fun and games. So it is a difference. It is a difference. But now when you see things that are being built on top of a decentralized blockchain, you start to question, why do I even need the other stuff, right? So I can get NFTs on Bitcoin. I can do DeFi on Bitcoin, where I can get all the other things that I can get on Ethereum, on Solana. But I'm also decentralized. I'm also on the bigged network in the world. It kind of makes me look at everything else crazy. So, it is a matter of a difference in perspective, but, stack sad to die trying, man. I really believe that on the long term, it's only so long fake thugs can pretend. Let's just put it that way. Yo, do me a favor, man. Yo, hit the like button, yo, man. We ain't got that many likes and love buttons, man. We got 10 times more folks watching in the various platforms than we got the likes and loves, man. So do that for me, though. But Core, man, how was your week, bro?
It was long and it was tiring, and my computer is acting up. I can't see nothing that's going on. I can't see you. I can't I'm a little bit disappointed.
Hey, everything cool on this side, bro. I know you're saying that what you're seeing is crazy. Told you, man. You gotta get them hub files off your computer, man. They slowing your performance down, man.
Yeah.
Latoya said, "What's up, Latoya?"
Yeah, my joint acting stupid. So in the markets, I got introduced to two different new products this week in the market as far as crypto is concerned. So I'm going to take a look at them. I knew about stacks because I know that you was doing it, but I'm getting over there into that Bitcoin ecosystem. And then messing with Rust the other day, I'm definitely about to catch some airdrops.
Yeah, Rust. Yo, shout out to the airdrops, man. I woke up to, I don't want to put it out there because I don't need them folks in my business. I woke up to a crazy airdrop. Let's just put it that way. The thing about that is that this comment right here, a lot of people were going because of ETH. The thing about the ETH gas fees, though, right, is that's the value of the block space. It's so much activity over there. So a lot of times people that actually are Ethereum holders, they actually like the high fees because what does that mean? That means the barrier to entry is going to be a little bit different for everybody else. And it means the block space is valuable, man. So ETH has a running head start. And everybody believes that when ETH2 hits, it's going to eliminate a lot of the competition. But we shall see. That remains to be seen. But I'm interested to see that play out as well. Ooh, that's a hurt piece. Adrian, what's up, Adrian? Adrian, what did you think of the class? You were there with us at the class. What were your thoughts about the class, Adrian? This is what I'm like, So now listen, I missed the airdrop from ENS by 4. That is unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Because that was a nice one. It was similar to the Uniswap joint was they gave a bag away, but that's either here nor there. But this one is a little different. What was interesting to me though, what I'm looking forward to is there's been rumors for a couple of years that MetaMask is going to create their own. And that's going to be crazy.
Hey, some are fortunate, some are less fortunate. Some get it, and some get acquitted.
Yeah, I get that. I almost cried. Listen, I can imagine, yo. That was. Whew. All right, so explain the airdrop. Great question, Mark. So, with a lot of these protocols that you may use within your wallet or just protocols in general in the crypto space, there are products that a lot of us use, and sometimes when they come out with their own token, their governance token to govern their platform, what they'll do is they'll give it to the people that actually use the product, right? So an example of that would be Uniswap. A lot of us that were using Uniswap before they had their own token of Uni, we got Uni airdrop to us. The one that we were talking about was the ENS, Ethereum Name Service. So a lot of us were using the Ethereum Name Service for a while. Like my eSweat.eth, I've been using that for years now. And they came out with their own governance token, the ENS token, and they airdropped it to a lot of folks who were using their product. And let's put it this way, because I ain't going to say what I got. I know folks that got 10, 15, 20 racks in an airdrop on a new token. You could do whatever you want to do with it. You could sell it, you could hold it, and be part of the governance of the protocol. But it's an amazing thing in crypto. And I'm sitting there thinking about this. I'm like, yo, folks is getting an airdrop, a random airdrop that's going to pay me the equivalent of like rent on like 2 properties for the course of a year. I tell you, it makes me look at everything crazy, man. Crypto is just different. It's just different.
It is.
So, Adrian, actually, you can answer all of them. I was speaking specifically about our class with Courtney. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to get feedback from that. But you have been in all the classes this week. You've been in Jay's DeFi class. You've been in Russell's class. You were in our class. I mean, you should be cryptoed out right now. You should. What you doing right now, Adrian? You know, so we got a question, right? Let me see if I can pull this site up to try to help out answer this question. Or man, your screen is cool, bro. I know you said you won't feel it is, but you good. Let's see. All right, so there is a lot of different sites, but I'm gonna share one with you. And matter of fact, we pulled a question up first. How do you find new airdrops, right? So let me share this site with you. This is one. A lot of times I find them just by being active and like studying. But there is a site. And this site is airdrops.io. So it gives you like information about airdrops. The latest airdrops, the hottest airdrops, and the older airdrops. So there's different types of airdrops, but you can just like scroll through there. See, this is the hottest airdrops. All right. MetaMask. This is what I didn't know. When is this MetaMask? Yo, this thing has been rumored for a long time. And I'm pretty sure I've taken every action known to man in MetaMask. So yeah, so here's one for you guys right here. Airdrop.io. There's a couple other ones. I know Russ gave a couple of them in the class, but that's one specific one, airdrop.io, that'll help you get some information as well. So that's that. Shannon, it says, Shannon, what's up, bro? How you? Thanks for pulling up. I don't know what an airdrop is, and you can send pics to people nearby without having their info. No, not the iPhone airdrop. We're talking about actual like crypto airdrops.
Where they just drop crypto into your wallet.
Yeah, it just drops into your wallet. Literally. You can go to bed and wake up to 10, 15 racks. Allegedly. Late to the party. What's up, fam? Shay, how are you? Thank you for coming. So I love Saturday's class and took some good notes. I definitely need to go back and watch again. Jay and Pastor always have a good class. Russell, I was lost in the sauce at the well. He sounded like Charlie Brown's teacher. I still will have to listen. Russ is like PhD level crypto. Russ was talking about airdrops and like crazy wallets. Yeah, Russ be out here, man. Russ be out here. But I like his perspective. See, Russ be shitcoining too. But that's my guy because his whole perspective, which was the name of his class, shitcoin to get Bitcoin. Are they random or does everyone who are affiliated with them get them? So it all depends upon what the qualifications are. Like I read somewhere that the MetaMask one, you had to have done a swap within their app. I know I've done that because when I read it, I made sure I did a couple of them just so it's on the record. But so it all depends upon a different protocol. With the ENS one, all you have to do is like have use the product. So yeah, but airdrops are powerful because you're literally drop tokens, and those tokens will have value when they're dropped to you, but also will go up in value. Matter of fact, let me see what those because listen, the one I'm always going to remember is that Uniswap one, because that Uniswap airdrop was crazy because the token went crazy right after the airdrop. You know what I'm saying? So let me see if I can find that. Listen, Adrian, that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, we all use MetaMask, but make sure you look that up though, because I think you have to have. It's not just having the wallet. I think you have to have made a swap.
I mean, if they did a joint with us, then they definitely made a swap because anybody we helped set up their bank, they definitely did a couple swaps.
No. I'm not saying doing a swap with the platform through MetaMask. MetaMask has their own swap.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So it's a little different.
Yeah, I gotta go do that then.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So, and that's what I'm. It's crazy. And so Mark is saying, would it be like an IPO? Not really, because they're giving to the people that use it. It's not put on the open market to actually buy. So it's not that it goes out for you to buy. Now, if you're someone that was looking to buy into that project, that's the day you could buy into it once it hits the open market. Because a lot of us, they get the airdrop, we go right to the market to sell. But like the comment here, ENS doubled the next day. Yes, it did. It absolutely doubled. I just got my MetaMask joint this week. Yeah. So let me share something else with y'all. Because everybody else say every time you talk about airdrops, you always talk about Uniswap. Because that was one of the greatest days of my life. That's why I'm gonna tell you. Look, Uniswap airdrop, and this is as of February, is now worth 12 racks. Corey, you gotta cut your volume a little bit.
Nah, I'm chilling. I ain't saying nothing. I'm just
No, I was wondering what happened. All of a sudden, I heard the echo on your side, but I don't know. That's your computer again. But anyway, look. So if you guys look at this, the Uniswap airdrop. So that means that those that did nothing but just get the airdrop in their wallet and done nothing else, they got 12 racks that was just dropped to them. That's fire.
Yeah, that's fire. That's amazing.
And this as of February. I don't even know what it is right now. But that's why anytime we talk about airdrops, and I was talking to Courtney when we get ready for the class, she was like, the airdrop. I said, Uniswap. She was like, you talking about Uniswap? I'm like, yeah, that was an amazing day. You know what I'm saying? That was an amazing day. And like, if you had multiple wallets and you was all in the Uniswap, then you got multiple airdrops, allegedly.
Yep.
Yeah. So Julio says, oh, my bad. Oh, yeah, definitely allegedly. Because I don't know what nobody got. I'm just saying that. I'm telling you what's out there, man. So, yeah, man. So crypto is rolling right now. There's a lot going on in the crypto space. I want to make sure that if you guys have any questions about anything, we get you some help. Adrian said she needs 12K to get rid of her Fred Flintstone ride. Hopefully you don't have your feet on the ground. But, I got you nonetheless, though. I hear that. But yeah, so inflation is crazy right now, Corey. That's something I want to talk to you about while we're on here tonight. Do the short show tonight is inflation. Because inflation is crazy all over the place. I was talking to someone earlier and they were talking about like the prices of various things. So in the supermarket, we were talking about the supermarket. I'm gonna get to that question in a minute about the NFTs, but let me share this real fast. Because it's something that I pulled just to show for the night. Because I want to show you guys some stuff. Because I looked this up after a conversation. Shout out to my man Kerry. I was talking to Kerry earlier too. That's the second conversation. When I was talking to Kerry, he was like, "Yo," I went in the market and I was trying to buy a chicken. He said, "Yo, the chicken was like $21." I was like, "Yo, inflation is out here, B." But take a look at this though.
I can't see nothing, Jim.
Can you see it now?
No, I'm on screen delay, dog. That's what I said. I can see it.
I don't know what. But can y'all see? I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody else can see what's on the screen right now, right? So what's on the screen right now is I have a chart. It says that a dozen of eggs, here's the average price across the country, and this is from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. A dozen of eggs, October 2020, average was $1.41. Right now it's $1.82, 29.3% increase. A beef chuck roast, 1 pound, $5.75 is now $7.40. 28.7% increase. A pound of bacon, $5.72 is now $7.32, 27.9% increase. Ground beef, right? A pound of ground beef average $4 is now $4.72. Pork chops, a pound $3.63 is now $4.15. Sugar, a pound 63 cents is now 71 cents. So you see these numbers up and down. Milk, boneless chicken breast, coffee. Now, a lot of the stuff we probably shouldn't be dealing with anyway. But with that being said, it's just an indication of what everything else is. We start looking at the price of gas. We start looking at everything. The point of me going through all this is to show you that inflation is real. These are numbers that come from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. I didn't just make this up. But it's interesting because it explains why we have to be investing or we have to find things that fight inflation. Because the numbers are right there. That's not made up numbers. And the thing about it is, it's actually probably worse than that. So let's see. What's up, Kev? Going to the supermarket is like going to Neiman Marcus. Yeah, it's crazy right now. That's in Corey, so I can see. So, what makes staking, yield farming, and DeFi different from HYIPs, ICOs, and the big connects of 2016 and 2018? All right, so the difference is a lot of those ICOs were nothing but money grabs, right? When you look at some of the, and again, all the yield farming I'm not with, but when you look at a lot of those things that exist now, they're all smart contracts. So it's based on a smart contract, and some of these have had audited, some of them don't. I don't mess with anything that hasn't been audited, but they're based on smart contracts. So it's a little different than someone just coming up with a project, throwing it out there to collect revenue and then running away. And you see results in a lot of these things immediately. So if I use a smart contract and I get a return on my investment, once I get my money out, everything else that comes after that is pure profit. And that can be done fairly fast within the DeFi space. But that's the difference, in my opinion, between like what was going on with ICOs. ICOs was out of control. Inflation is fabricated. Not I don't even know what you mean by that, but it's not fabricated. I know for a fact that it costs more this week to get gas than it did last week.
Yesterday's prices are not today's prices, bro.
Yeah, that is real deal Holyfield. So, and I can show you throughout history where inflation isn't fabricated. Tell that to other countries. A lot of times we only think about ourselves, but
tell that to Venezuela.
Yeah, there you go.
tell Venezuela that inflation is fabricated. Where they dollars just became worthless and they chipping off pieces of gold to get food.
This is true. Kev out here trying to troll. It's real. I paid $8 for a stick of deodorant yesterday. Tell Omar that his deodorant. Tell him he got to pay more for deodorant, yo. Like the basic necessities. We're not even talking about like things you want. We're talking about necessities. I'm about to just eat lettuce. Yeah, how about that? Price of lettuce is probably more expensive too, though.
You can grow your own lettuce, though.
Look at this right here. I usually get organic oatmeal. It's usually $3.99. That bad boy was $8.99 today. Yeah. And that's the thing, though. So a lot of times we can talk about the numbers that are shown, because most of the time the numbers that are shown, when you look at inflation statistics, most of it is BS anyway, right? Because it doesn't include everything. But you talk to the average person, yo, you go to the hood, we know about inflation before anybody.
Yeah, because it always hit the hood first.
Listen, it always travels down. So we know what it is. Yo, Poppy Store's price, yesterday's price, today's price at Poppy Stores either. Straight up. Remember when you had to eat mayonnaise sandwiches, just me? Oh, okay. Oh, man. Somebody cue up the Ghostface All That I Got Is You music right now.
Right.
Talking about syrup sandwiches and mayonnaise sandwiches. Like,
yeah, man. Ghostface proud of y'all right now.
Yo, that is the most, that song is like the most poverty song ever, yo. That's on the poverty playlist at the top of it. I took it as him saying it's worse than it really is. I was hoping that's what he said, because inflation is crazy. Not out here, but I'm a millionaire in Venezuela. I deal in shipping. Oh boy.
Oh man. Oh boy. Oh boy.
She said you better get some baking soda and make your deodorant. Use it to brush your teeth. And listen, we ain't reached them levels yet, Adrian, but
it's getting there.
Listen, man. Let Jim Crow keep doing his job. We might be there soon. Inflation is the government, Debo. What you got on my debt, fool?
Facts.
Okay. It's not fabricated. It's not fabricated because why? First of all, why would you say it's fabricated? Because here's the thing about inflation, though. Inflation is actually the value of the currency going down. It's not the prices of goods and services going up. It takes more of the actual currency to purchase the same goods and services as before. And, I was speaking to someone in the manufacturing the other day. He said, listen, if I have to pay extra for XYZ, by the time I have to put my price out there to my consumer, it's going to be more.
Yeah, that's all of those. There's a lot of things going on with that. Wild young boy.
GC out of control, yo.
Hey man, listen.
Listen, man. Listen, everybody got a different story. That's all I'm gonna say, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I can't tell you what choices to make. I can
We'll,
just
we'll,
say,
we'll go say, Mama, where's the toilet paper? Use the newspaper. It's rough out there. Oh man, Cass is cutting deals in the comments. I don't want nothing to do with this, so I
yeah,
ain't reading it, man. I'm just
I
gonna
don't
chill.
know nothing.
I'm
I
gonna
don't
chill.
know
I'm
nothing.
just gonna chill. That's all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna chill.
I don't know nothing.
Okay. I'm not struggling, but my country folks have taught me to be able to survive. So you know I have hella beans and rice stacked up. Got you. Got you. These shippers determine oil prices, which in turn determines prices.
I mean,
Yeah,
partially.
but it's more than that than prices, right? Again, inflation, and that's the thing. Most people look at inflation as just being a thing with prices. It's value,
Yeah.
right? So you have cost, price, and value, which are all different things. But the value of a dollar, you can literally look at it on a chart. There's all kinds of information out there about the value of a dollar over time. As it decreases, it costs more of it to buy the same goods and services. Yo, Wallace. Yo, Wallace. Yo, Wallace. Yeah, so I mean, it takes more of it, like over time to buy the same goods and services. So let me show you real fast. I mean, I don't talking like opinions. Look at the data. The data will show you. The data will literally show you. So let me see if I can find a chart for you. There's so many charts on there. Just how bad inflation is. But it's a thing. It's not just shippers determining prices that control inflation.
At all.
It's a lot more than that.
Man, listen, they dumped 25% of the total value of all money into money last year. It was
actually higher than that. When you dump that much money,
like 30% of all the money that was created in the history of the world, in the history of the United States was created last year.
When you dump that kind of money onto the market, it has no choice but because now you're devaluing the money that's there. When you consistently print, when money printer go burr, when you consistently print money, the value of what's in the marketplace decreases
automatically.
So, outside of whatever shippers are doing with oil prices, as they're printing money, the value of the money that's out there is just going to go down. I mean, that's how inflation works. You know what I'm saying? And even if you're saying it's fabricated, it's real because at the end of the day,
people
the average person
more.
exactly.
Which fabricated.
Which you told us
the average person is paying more.
Exactly. So that's what matters is the end result. The average person is paying more, so it's real, regardless of how it happens. But the thing is, that's not the full reason of how it happens. I have to say, I bought some loot ring in the double me in a few days. I bought enough, so if it were to crash, I won't be hurting. Take out your initial investment. You know what I'm saying? Take out your initial investment, and at that point, you're ahead of the curve. Whatever happens, happens. So let me see. Next question is: do any of you know who Paul Volcker is? Yeah, I know who Paul Volcker is. He's he used to be the chief of the Fed. I don't think that the Fed is going to allow certain things. They're not supposed to. They're supposed to protect us from that. But if you understand how the Fed works, you understand that they're a joke too. A lot of the funny thing is one thing about growing and being out in the mix and meeting people is you realize that some people are just clueless, right? But people have certain positions, so we think that they have a certain level of expertise or knowledge, but
they just got stuck there.
I'm always shocked when people at high levels of government. You talk to them, and you're like, "Yo, you know better than someone on my IG comments." You're really cool. not talking about Paul Volcker specifically because I don't know him or anything. I know who he is. All I would say with that is read the book "The Creature from Jekyll Island." Yeah. That'll give you a perspective on anyone who works for the
Federal Reserve. Is neither federal nor reserve.
Yes, right. So now here's the problem with that. They'll raise interest rates. That has happened in the past. So what happens when you raise interest rates?
People buy less.
People buy less, right? So it's a balancing act. But if you raise interest rates too much, now you're affecting the housing market. People are actually buying less. They're borrowing less. It's happened before. When I was a young boy and I first started studying real estate, wasn't really even in the game yet, but interest rates used to be double digits. Nobody was really buying a house because no one could afford to. No one could really afford to buy a house. When the interest rates would drop to where they are now, that's where the housing market took off and created so much wealth in this country. So you can raise the interest rates, but that's going to have an impact as well.
Yeah, that's going to make people spend less because they won't be able to borrow. So like a lot of industries going to get crushed if they raise the inflation rate real quick. They got to do it in very, very slow instruments.
Yeah, right. So that's true. You can shut into the inflation narrative down, but guess what? You still hurt the economy overall. So, you say, okay, well, I fixed inflation. A bunch of people out of work though, and the economy is still in the trash, but inflation is fixed. You know what I mean? So here's an interesting perspective. Inflation is the money supply is one gigantic game of musical chairs. My goal is to always have a seat. I like that. That's how you play musical chairs. Who the hell invented that game, by the way?
Yeah,
someone had mayonnaise sandwiches and they needed to entertain themselves.
And nothing else better to do with their life.
that was definitely a syrup sandwich game. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It was a syrup sandwich game. Yeah, man. So it's nuts so out here, man. But again, if you make your money grow, right? You see. But that's a short-term hurt. If they see it leading to something insane in the next 10 to 20 years, I think they'll get it under wraps. You have more faith in the government. I don't know why you have so much faith in the government. Maybe because you're young, you have faith in the government. No, it's just not. It's not that simple, right? They can't control. Well, first off, they have certain things they can do, but there's also certain things that are out of control, right? And with everything else that's going on in the world, this will be very, very problematic. Like if they had to raise interest rates, I think they should be raised a little, not a whole lot, but they've been artificially inflating the market by leaving them so low for so long, and they're going to have no choice but to raise it. But it's going to hurt a lot of industries because this country runs on debt. This entire country runs on debt, and that's the thing. This is like one house of cards. So you have a lot more faith in these jabronis than I do, because they're the ones that got us in this place, and they're the ones that got us here in the first place with a lot of their decisions. So, Corey, got any thoughts on that?
Nah, I mean, you trust in the people who put us here to get us out of here.
Yeah.
So I mean, but again, you're definitely entitled to that opinion because it's not just an opinion. You do got some facts behind it. So any opinion based by any facts, I'll take at face value. But
listen. I understand the perspective. What I'm saying is,
I don't agree with you.
First off, I don't trust the feds. I don't trust them. They're all slimy and they look out for their own self-interest. They got us in this place to begin with, right? It was almost like when we came out of 2008 and you're trusting the same people that got us into that situation to get us out of it. Like I just don't. They're the reason we're in this in the first place. Yo, you're on a flight. Where you going? Like, where we at? Where you landed at? Inflation almost killed my Apple contract. I'm good now, though. Only the feds call the other feds. Yeah, I'm going off history and perspective, too. Like, I was outside when the interest rates got raised and it was out of control. And I saw what it did to the economy. Like, the economy was effed up. Inflation showed that, but it was effed up. Like, I'm talking about, like, really being there. Not reading it, actually being there. And that's another thing. And that's why I'm talking about, like, even right now, right? Right now, it'll be interesting to see how they write about this time period in the history books. You'll have people saying, well, they had it under control, the Fed, this, that, and the third. Those that are outside, they recognize my man Omar's paying $8 for deodorant. He don't care what the book says years ago. He don't care what the book says years ago. Years from now, right? I remember 20% interest rates and cats can't buy a home. Like, yo, you need 20%. Could you imagine paying that?
No, I'm not paying 20 points on no crib.
Well, the economy always ebbs and flows. The economy always ebbs and flows because that's why I said it's a balancing act. It's a give and take. But the point is, those that win in the long run are those that always make their money grow. Because if you're always making your money grow, and if you have a balanced portfolio, even when things go crazy, when you have hedges, when you have gold, when you have Bitcoin, you have something that'll hedge inflation, you'll always make money. You know what I'm saying? So though what's it say? Those that have the gold make the rules. Leaving St. Louis to head. Okay. That's what's up. Whoa. Kev said, I can't see. Last week, everything went blurry overnight. Needed glasses ASAP. Maybe fabricated is not the right word. Manipulated. Oh, all right. Well, that's a better word. Because I agree with that. Everything's manipulated, though. And a lot of times it's manipulated by by them folks. By them folks that GC gonna save us. They're the ones manipulating it. Because that gives them control. GC, all I'm gonna say is this, GC. Read The Creature from Jekyll Island. It will give you a completely different perspective. There's a couple other I can give you as well, but that's just one of them.
That book right there will change everything about your life, man. Read The Creature from Jekyll Island.
I ain't gonna hold you though. The book is long as hell. You know,
but it got the Cliff Notes version.
It's Mad War and PC. As like to say, it's Mad War and PC. Another one is called here's a short book. It's called The Anatomy of the State by Mary Rothbard. That's another one. This is a very short one. But hey, listen, man. I don't trust Caesar. That's all I'm gonna say.
At all.
But with that being said, though,
Confessions of an Economic Hitman.
Part 1 and 2. Confessions of Economic Hitman. That's another one. Part 1 and 2. That's got multiple parts.
Yeah, those books right there.
All right, GC, that's a different thing. Hyperinflation is a little bit different. But at the same time, I'm not saying you're wrong. I think they will raise interest rates, but what is the effect of raised interest rates in this environment? The only reason our economy is flourishing right now is because we have low interest rates. You know what I'm saying? Because we have low interest rates. All right, so Kev is giving me props on the book Sports. It's right, Sports the book. I did write a book called Sports years ago. It's the Illmatic of sports books. I appreciate it. And by the way, I'm trying to think the way I mentioned LT in there. All I know is it is an amazing body of work, Kev. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you for saying that. That dude was a fraud, in my opinion. He perping on the Economic Hitman piece. Listen, a lot of that stuff is documented, bro.
Yeah,
it's real.
Yeah, the documents don't say he was frauding, bro. Like,
yeah, and if you talk to anyone, like I had an uncle. I can say this now because he's no longer with us, who worked in that line of work. And some of the stories he would tell, put it like this, we would tell the stories. We thought he was out of his mind.
Man, listen, my aunt was also my aunt was in the building when Gaddafi got murked. So it's real, bro.
All right, so the book I mentioned is called The Anatomy of the State. It's a real short one. And as a matter of fact, I saw they got the audiobook. Now the audiobook's probably like an hour, 2 hours, something like that. But it's called The Anatomy of the State. Mystery of Modern Banking is free and it's deep. I got another one. What did I do with it? I had it here. The other one I got about that, it got too real. They straight took it and banned it in all the bookstores and off Amazon. And I got my hand on it. I was trying to think if it's called The Mystery of Modern Banking. It's called one of them. I'll find it and show it to y'all next show. But it's crazy. I got my hand on one, and then I was on eBay, and I was like, yo, and it says banned in bookstores. The value of it went up. I was like, damn, books are an asset too.
Yeah, you get the right book, you can change your life.
You said his role in it was 100% cap. The thing about it is, I don't know if he probably embellished. Because obviously to get his book made, he probably embellished. But I'm talking about the things that he described he was a part of. That stuff happens. Like that stuff 100% happens. J.E. Patterson, name sounds like an author. Shout out to Jay. Jay is our guy. But that's because you're thinking of James Patterson, man. James Patterson's a fraud too. I'm not gonna call him a fraud. James Patterson is a businessman.
I'm about to say.
No, because he writes books, but I had watched something he was on, and he was like, yo, at this point, he has so many books that come out under his name. He be like having camps and hiring folks and just like, he'll like proofread. That's cool, put it out. But his output in books is crazy. And now they're getting made into movies and all. But anyway, I see the here nor there. But Jay, what's good, bro? So it looks like we got a date on on our next EYL class. I think it's December 7th, the first week in December. So for those that are in EYL, we'll be back there with another class. Yeah, it's going crazy now. We're so busy right now. Traveling next week, but the following Tuesday we got the Bitcoin class, which is how to get free Bitcoin daily. Pat's here. What's good, Pat?
What it
Same
is,
with Michael Eric Dyson. Yo, Michael Eric Dyson be putting out. He dropped books like mixtapes. He just dropped a new one.
Y'all here like Clue?
Yeah, man. He out here. But what's good though, Pat? How you? Yeah, so that's the next one. And shout out to everybody that was in Russ's class because Russ was like giving out all kinds of crazy gems, stuff I ain't never heard of. But real quick though, Corey, I got some stories to get to as well. Let me make sure I get them real fast. But I definitely had to show that inflation chart because that's real in the real deal Holyfield. And GC, actually, I want to see him rise interest rates because I'm stacking reserves. Because one thing I do understand is, and it's interesting.
When there's no money to borrow, then everybody like the market go dry for people who ain't got no money. But see,
I'm stacking like crazy.
But this is why being in crypto was crazy because none of that will matter in crypto.
Listen, I talked to we got an interview coming out. I think it's the next podcast. It's with a brother named Shelby Andre. Shelby Andre runs a trucking company. He got like 42 trucks on the road. He gets busy. And one of the things he was telling me, which was interesting, he was like, yo, being in that business for a little while, what he sees is people that still, and it's very similar to real estate. People don't stack reserves. He was like, so they'll have trucks on the road. One thing will go wrong and it'll kill their entire business. It'll kill their entire business. He was like, yo, they'll get a call, a service call that's like $5,000. He said, meanwhile, they done made 19 grand the last month, and the $5,000 call will put them in the hole because they don't have $5,000. Right? I say that to say the same thing happens in real estate. When COVID happened, I had a lot of folks that was landlords that were panicking because they didn't save or stack reserves. Stacking reserves is going to be crazy, man. A lot of folks got rich last time the market, the entire economy took a poop because there was stuff to buy out there. Everything was on sale.
So, all right, I'm getting some pushback, right? So they're saying that. So, just GC said it's not. He said none of it's going to matter. Yo, right now I can go in my bank and I can borrow like 60 racks, and the government, none of that will have any nothing that inflation will do will have any effect on it. I have assets I can borrow against that inflation has no effect on. So I mean, you can say that banking systems are different, man. Like crypto is a whole different animal, man. DeFi banking is different. That's why they not in no rush to raise them rates, because people in DeFi banking is literally raising rates will kill banks right now.
So I'm trying to see what you respond to, but it says the Rust on the class. Yeah, so Rust will be coming back Saturday. Definitely look out in the Discord for that. If you hold it, Corey, let's talk about the crypto. I think it's the comment you're talking about. Yeah. I'm not going to say that none of that will matter. That's an overstatement. Market are driven by emotion, so I think that rising rates will have a major influence on crypto prices. Is that what you're responding to?
Yeah, like crypto prices have it will have some effect, but my borrowing power is still going to be the same because it's run on smart contracts. It don't have anything to do with the bank. So, I mean, my ability to borrow will still be, I can have 80% of whatever the value of my assets are.
Yeah, but it depends upon what asset you're talking about too, because some assets don't run parallel to the market. So it doesn't matter what I'm
saying. I'll have access to 80% of those assets, though. That's what I'm saying.
I was sitting on gold in 2008, and when everything went crazy, my gold shot through the roof. Had nothing at all to do with what the market was doing. The market was, my assets in the market were like, damn near going to zero. But all the gold I had was just going like through the roof in terms of value. So let me see. Adrian says Russell was given so much information, and y'all were talking about having VPNs for some sites. I kept thinking, let me sit tight and learn more before the people come and get me. Yeah, certain things you definitely got to have your digital passport, as we like to call it. It's not that complicated though. Like you can get a Chrome extension, or if you're using your phone, you can just get a app, you know what I mean, and set that up. But definitely some of them you definitely need VPNs for. Some of the stuff that we were using, because like I said, that wasn't the basic stuff. That wasn't like your Coinbase Robinhood stuff. We was going way in, like get your VPN and go here. So do you have a crypto gaming class? No, we don't have a class specific to gaming. Within our the first round of our 3 ways for crypto, we did do a whole lot of NFT stuff as well. But also part of our DCG mastermind, there's a lot of stuff with gaming within our DCG mastermind. So we have it available that way. But that's for the folks that are like, really ready to like, jump into deep waters and get into the DCG mastermind. You'll get all kinds of information on gaming. So yeah, we have that. Let's see. We're going to have to talk. Absolutely. Cajon, what's up, bro? Before you cash out, what you cashing out for, man?
Yeah, he tripping. He wild out.
You about to cash out. We about to go to 100 racks.
Yeah, what are you doing?
we on our way to 100 racks.
We need to talk before you cash out, bro. You about to jam yourself into a damn
Listen,
hole,
man, we planning our 100 grand party right now, man. We gonna have feet in the sand somewhere, man. Like
yeah, don't do that.
Listen, this is not investment advice. Anything we say here is for educational entertainment purposes only. It's not investment advice. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that. So all I'm telling you right now, you see this right here? You see this right here, Kev? We're gonna go party, man. This is my next one. I'm Raymond Reddington. I took the other one that's already there. I'm finding another space I could take this right now, man. I'm thinking Minnesota or something. I'm thinking Minnesota or something. Let's see. We always talk about how inflation devalues the dollar and causes prices to increase, but inflation also decreases the value of debt. So on the low, the government wants inflation. Still, I agree. Yeah, I agree. It's an evil game, yo. It's an evil game.
Because the government is a giant ass debtors colony. This government is a giant ass debtors colony. Yo, so Apple took out $8 billion in loans, and they sitting on like $1 trillion in they sitting on $1 trillion, man. And they still taking out debt because debt's so cheap.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of companies do that, even when they're sitting on cash.
Yeah, they sit on $1 trillion, and they took out money.
Yeah, it makes sense though.
It makes sense. That's exactly what they were supposed to do. But that's what I'm saying. That's why inflation has a place.
Like, I just had this conversation. Like some of y'all saw, like I put a picture on my personal page on a project that I just started this week. We just started it. It's looking crazy in there, and folks was like, "Yo," so I said, "Yeah, I took a loan. I don't know. I took equity out to do that." I'm like, "Why would I use my own money? I could borrow equity at 3%, right? I can literally go without risk and make 15% on my money. So why would I take my money and dump it all in there when I can get debt at 3% and go make 15? It doesn't make any sense." You know what I'm saying? Jamal, listen, I'll hit you up. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that because we got a couple requests like that. We'll definitely put something together for you, bro. It's not a problem at all.
Yep, that can get done.
Oh, you off the plane? That's what's up. Thanks for coming back.
Nah, she said she got the internet. She probably bought the internet service on the plane.
Okay. Listen, man, I got a couple ENS names, and I'm a chill on that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Yo, and we got one as a company. We got buythehood.eth, but and efsweat.eth. We got a bunch of them joints. All I'm going to say is this past week, that airdrop was amazing. It was Uniswapish. It was real.
So, we trying to decide what we're going to do with that as a company. You know what I mean? That's all.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I own the names on the Ethereum blockchain. And as you can see in my name right there, I own my name on the Bitcoin blockchain. I own a couple of them on the Bitcoin blockchain. We also own buythehood.btc as a company too. So in case they ever want to airdrop, now if the ENS, I'm like, if they airdrop, it's up. You know what I mean? We out of here. So
all the way up.
We out of here.
Nothing can stop us. We all the way up.
No, but the crazy part about the ENS airdrop is outside of the all the money that was like just given to the community, which was that's always amazing, is when you think about what's actually there. That's decentralized, right? And even on the Bitcoin blockchain, I look at that, I'm like, it's interesting some of the stuff that's happening in the space where I can have domain names and things, and that the registrars aren't, centralized entities. It's just interesting times we're living in. I can't wait to see,
once your name on the blockchain, they can't take it back from you.
I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see what happens in the future, man. It's a lot of stuff being built, and I'm like, yo, it's amazing what'll happen.
I know a couple people who was squatting on blockchain names.
Yeah.
He's squatting on blockchain names. I'm cracking up.
Yeah, shout out to our bro Chris, man. Chris be wilding, man. Chris, he'll get if somebody he get in an argument with somebody, he just go buy their name on the blockchain.
Yeah.
So,
wild boy.
So, yeah, I mean that's kind of what I'm doing with land though. On Decentraland, Sandbox, OVR. I'm just squatting. Yo, I showed on my IG the other day, like I got an offer for small piece of land. It was like 0.65 ETH. And I'm like, yo, I'm not getting rid of this till I get 1 ETH. If I get 1 ETH, I'm gonna let it go. I ain't gonna lie to you. Next day, I'm at 0.7.
You pay $8 for it, dog.
Yeah, something crazy, or something ridiculous like that. I got another one for 0.7. Then the next day, 0.75. I ain't getting nothing since then, but I'm like, yo, y'all getting close to that one. Because if I get 1 ETH for that, right, and I got multiple lots around there, if I get 1 ETH for them, I'm just gonna take it, flip it into Bitcoin. And then I'm gonna take Bitcoin. I'm gonna get 100% of my Bitcoin, and then I'm just gonna chill. All right, let's see. So, are we copping Will or no? Kev, I actually got the book already. Didn't start it yet, but I definitely got it. I heard it was good. I'll get. I want to see just what he's saying, but I didn't start it yet. Any recommendations on places to get info on airdrops from a baseline level? Go to airdrops.io. There's a lot of information on airdrops, but go to airdrops.io to see what's coming up, and I'm pretty sure you can find some articles on there as well. That's why the Washington football team is nameless.
People squatting on
all the names. Yeah, all the names they wanted. Y'all think the land will go down in Decentraland and Sandbox? So far, it hasn't. It's actually become way more valuable. But my entry is so low. Listen, if I start getting 1 ETH per piece, I'm gonna let it go. I'll probably regret it later when they start going for like 20 ETH per land, but So when you get an airdrop, does your wallet have to connect it to that crypto website, meaning they're not doing airdrops to crypto.com or Fed? Nah. You can't get airdrops on them centralized places. Nah, they ain't messing with that.
Yeah.
All right. Is Superworld a good place to get virtual land? I don't do anything with Superworld, so I can't say yay or nay with that.
Yeah, I haven't been on there.
Yes, I don't do anything with it. I focus on the big boys, the Sandboxes, the Decentralands. I like OVR. That's another one. But Sandbox is the one where I was really going in a while ago because I was sitting on sand and just buying when they had them those drops. And Sandbox is where I kind of figured it out a little bit with NFTs and land because I started seeing all the big boys come in. I started seeing like Coke machines pop up on the land. I'm like, hold up. The New York Mets. I see Tesla with a piece of land. I'm like, something going on here. So I start copping up all kind of bunch of Sandbox stuff. I think the highest I paid for any individual piece on Sandbox was I did pay $200 for one of them. But most of the stuff I got on there, I got less than the bean, like some of the bean, all kinds of different prices. And even after the drops, what happened is when sand would go down, I would go and catch people slipping on OpenSea. That's another trick. People be trying to catch me slipping too, so I know what happens. You go on OpenSea and just make offers on stuff. You never know. Somebody going through something, they'll sell it to you, and you get a piece of land for cheaper than it actually costs if you bought it from Sandbox if they had a drop. Okay. Listen, you want to give me 1 ETH for a piece of land, holla at me. Stop to holla at me, man. Listen, I'm here.
He stopped to holla at you.
I'm here, man.
Stop to holla at me, man.
Listen. Listen, man, where'd you stake it at that is locked up like that? Yeah, where you stake it at that is locked up like that? All right, man. So let's get into these stories real fast, though, man. Oh, cool. We had a question earlier. I wanted to ask you. It was in the comments up there.
Where
It was
I staking my NFTs right now?
Yeah, your NFTs.
I'm staking on Wax, and I'm staking on an EOS platform. So I'm staking on Wax, I'm staking on EOS, and I'm NFT FI.
Okay.
So I'm staking on those 3 places.
Listen, man, I got some Aether built up now on a Wax blockchain. Matter of fact, I mean, I'll do it instead of just doing it when I get off here. I'll do it right now with everybody here. We all family here. Let me go get my my Aether real fast. And by the way, the Wax blockchain allows you to for those who don't know, to stake your NFTs that you have on this blockchain. All right, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna show y'all in a second. I'm just gonna pull it up and show exactly what we're talking about as opposed to just talking about it. But they pay you if you use our planet, which is a specific protocol. They pay you in what's known as Aether. All right, real quick though. But Corey, go ahead and finish talking about what you was talking about. What other platforms are using on EOS?
Oh no, I said EOS, NFT FI, and Wax. That's where I'm staking at right now. Staking my my NFTs.
All right. Let me put this code in. Wax is asking me to log in with an email code. Hold on 1 second. So I'm gonna show this in a second, y'all. I'm gonna show y'all exactly one of the places that we use for our NFTs and some of the tokens that we're getting. Hold on 1 second once I log in here. But it's definitely Wax. But have you been buying anything over there lately, Corey?
Yeah, I've been using the money that I'm getting from those to buy more stuff. I haven't used any of my own money in about 6 months to buy anything.
Okay. All right, got you. So stake it, get the money, and then buy more.
Yep, pretty much. That's how it's been going down.
All right, got you. All right, 1 second, y'all. I want to make sure I show y'all this. So, you can say you saw something here tonight. 1 second. I just want to get this logged into this.
Show y'all anything if I wanted to. My John on. My John acting dumb.
It's funny because on this side you can see your screen like fine. There's nothing wrong with it at all.
Yeah, I'm on lag and tape delay on this. All
right, let's see what kind of comments we got while this thing is loading here. So crypto.com is where you had to stake that. Okay, so you probably had one of those
6 months.
3 months. 3 months is the longest, I think, right? I think it's 3 months. 3 months.
Maybe 3 months. I think is the longest over
there.
Yeah,
Fedbase is sitting on like gazillions of dollars. People like who got caught with that ETH. They got y'all with that ETH 2 trick.
Yeah, they got me. They got me. They
got a lot of folks. I knew they got a lot of folks like that. Folks was like, man, I thought I was.
I took a $500 pot shot. They was paying 6%. I said, let me, and then if ETH damn near ETH has doubled in the time that I did it. So when I get it back, at least I'm gonna be sitting.
Yeah, Kev, we definitely are on YouTube. YouTube.com/BuyTheHood. Fred, peace. All right, so here it is right here. I'm gonna show y'all this site that we use for some of our NFTs. Okay, so Andrea, they got her too. That ETH2 just sitting there looking at you.
Yeah,
you mad? You can't be with it.
They got me, and then they lowered the rate because I wouldn't have did it if I knew they was going to lower the rate.
So here we go. Here, this is a application called Our Planet where the NFTs are staked, and there are various NFTs. These are the different games here. So I got 24 cards in the Bitverse comics. I got 24 in the Monsters of Rap. I got a bunch of cards in like different spaces. Cartoons, 11. 74 Street Fighter cards are staked here. But it says right now that I have Aether that I can claim. So I'm going to claim it. claim this Aether. I know it doesn't show the pop-ups on StreamYard.
It's showing
StreamYard
that the red pop-up came and saying you can't do the transaction.
Yeah, it went through.
It went through.
Yeah. Let me check again. It's probably because I'm sharing. Everything is running slow, Corey. You jinxed me right here. But if you could look at this screen, right? Let me show y'all real fast. What's that? Like 4 million Aether sitting there? And I'll show you what the cards look like, because all these are cards from various games. So let me go to the Street Fighter ones, because there's so many of them. All right, let's see. These are staked, right? So nothing unstaked. These are all the ones that are staked. So these are like Street Fighter playing cards. And if you look at the number on top, that's the amount of Aether that you're getting. What's that, per hour, right, Core?
Yep, per hour.
Yeah, so it's paying you Aether per hour. Yeah, so these are just basic like old school Street Fighter cards, but they're NFTs. So it pays you this amount per hour. What I was doing is I take the Aether, convert it to wax. It's on the wax blockchain. Then I'll take the wax, the KuCoin, and make it Bitcoin. So I was literally using NFTs to get more Bitcoin. That was the strategy here. And using this. But this is one of the places. It's ourplanet.io. But you have to get your cards from the wax blockchain. This works on the wax blockchain.
So what Jim got right there, I get that per week.
Yeah, so I come in once a week and do this, so it is what it is, man. So
yeah, I get something similar per week.
What's another one? Cartoons. The Monsters of Rap. So these are like cards. It's monsters mixed with rappers. It's just basic NFTs, but they're paying you the Aether per hour. So again, this is ourplanet.io. Is where you come to take a look at this, to use this to stake your NFTs on the Wax blockchain. Let me see. Go back to this. Yeah, they got you too. They got you with the ETH. Originally it was 6%. What is it now? It's not 6% no more?
4.5.
Oh, Fed base is crazy. Oh, yeah, you definitely could have got that. They got you. Yeah, Andrea, they got you. They got you. Thanks, came right up. All right, no doubt, no doubt. Thanks, Kev. Yeah, Adrian, you put a bunch in there. You got a bunch. They hold a bunch of your bread. Check out Golden Cage. That's a new game. Stu, Golden Cage. What blockchain is that on? Is that Wax? I haven't looked at it, so I'm not sure. What Golden Cage was. What it is. I had a gang of first generation original Pokemon cards from the 90s. It's possible to turn those into NFTs. I think Pokemon already got their own NFTs, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And my thing is, don't turn those into NFTs. Sell them to the players. Go on eBay and sell them to the players.
Yeah, they probably have value as the cards they are.
Yeah, you probably get way more for them selling them as cards. Sell them individually.
Okay. All right. So where do you buy the Master of Rap NFTs? All right. Great question. So
Wax.
Yeah, so it's on the Wax blockchain, but I'm gonna I think you can buy it directly from the Monsters of Rap, but also on the
Atomic Hub.
That's it. Atomic Hub.
Or NFT Hive.
I'm gonna pull Atomic Hub up so you can see that. And speaking of that though, Stu says you can find it on Atomic Hub, the new Golden Cage game. I haven't seen it. I gotta check that out. So let me show you guys this as well while we're here, so you can see what it looks like. This is the site here. It's wax.atomichub.io. And they have a lot of different. Again, this computer is acting crazy slow, so it's not loading, but there it is. But there's a lot of various games and things that are on here, a lot of different cards. You can just search through the market. Let me see, Golden. right, golden cage. Boom. All right, here's look at the golden cage that Stu was talking about. Okay. So this is what the price is for certain stuff. Sheesh, I don't know what this bag is, but this joint going for $1,200. This NFT.
It's crazy, right?
Yeah, it's going for 1,200. Yeah, so this is the golden cage game that he was talking about. That's dope. So this is a wax.atomichub.io. You could buy cards from there. Then you could take them to our planet and stake them.
Yeah. So the site I was talking about is NFTFI.
You said NFT.fi?
No, NFTFI.com.
NFTfi.com.
Yeah.
All right, let me see. Let me pull it up. I don't know if I used that one before. I thought it was Hive. You talking about Hive or
No, NFTFI.com.
Okay. All right. This is NFT Hive too, I believe.
It is. NFT Hive that's on the Wax blockchain. But this
Okay.
NFTFI is not on the Wax blockchain.
I know this NFT Fi tried to open my MetaMask, so it must be Ethereum based.
Yep.
Oh, this is the joint where you can
Yeah.
collateralize. You get collateralized loans.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so there you go. Another one for you. NFTfi.com, the marketplace for NFT collateralized loans.
So like if you were like a gamer and you playing, you can come here and borrow NFTs to help you play your games. Or if you a gamer and you got stuff on here, you could just lend it to the program.
Got you. Okay.
Or like you could like your land, instead of selling it, you could literally just put it on here and collateralize it.
What about my crypto pump?
Yep.
All right, cool. So there you go. There's another one for you. NFTFI.com. Yeah, so the other one, I think, so there you go right there. NFTFI.com. Got you, Adrian. All right, so hey, nice to meet you, TC. Oh, appreciate that. Now, listen, this, we just having a conversation and we got the NFT, so we start talking about it.
Yeah. So if you got any Ethereum based stuff, you can lend it over here.
Adrian, I'm not getting rid of my Brian Top Shot until he retires. I do still hold some, but I haven't bought any WNBA. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not because I'm a sexist. I just haven't. But the drops, like, it's crazy. The drops have been getting crazier, so I haven't been able to get in. And honestly, Adrian, the last couple of drops I got in the drop and then forgot that I was on there. And then by the time I came back, it was too late. Besides OpenSea, what platforms do y'all recommend to purchase NFTs? So there's a lot of platforms for the NFT. So Rarible is one.
Vive.
I don't use Vive. I know a lot of people do. Nifty Gateway.
Yeah.
I like Nifty Gateway is another one that I've used. I've bought some on other blockchains, like I said, the Wax blockchain.
Yeah. I got some on Polygon too.
Yeah, I got a couple horses on Polygon. But I got them via OpenSea on Polygon, but I still got them from OpenSea.
Yeah.
What else? I got some on the Stacks blockchain too.
Yep. That's
Listen,
why I'm trying to get over there this weekend. When I get over there this weekend, I'm going to go cop.
I got some. I'll show y'all this too. This was part of the class I was getting ready to teach in the MDC, but I'll share this. I'll share this here anyway. What some of these NFTs are going for over here, because a lot of people not even familiar with this, but the prices on these NFTs are going insane. So I'm just sitting on them. Going to flip when the mass adoption happens over here. So hold on one second. I want to show y'all these.
Just as an aside, Jim, Nicole got back to us too.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Let me see something real fast. Here we go. If you can see these right here, these are NFTs on the Stacks blockchain. Stacks blockchain is a layer 2 that runs on top of Bitcoin, but these prices are crazy. This is the floor price, meaning this is the lowest you can buy one, which is 1,150 stacks for one of these NFTs. And these NFTs go to be part of a game. I may or may not have one of these, but that's no comment. But this right here is an interesting concept because these will be, they have a whole universe they've built out. And you need to own an NFT to actually operate within that universe. And most people aren't even familiar with stacks yet, how to buy things on stacks, how to use stacks. But when they do, this is going to go crazy. I mean, they're already at 1,150. And what's stacks trading for right now, Corey?
Like $2 and a quarter or something like that, 2 and a quarter or something.
So the lowest is like 2,300. That's the lowest. That's actually the lowest. But I'm gonna do a whole thing on the Stacks blockchain. If anybody's in the MDC in a couple weeks, probably not that one because I'm gonna do the free Bitcoin one first. But then after that, I'm gonna do something on all the bit. As a matter of fact, what I'm gonna do is show all the Bitcoin layer 2s, the Lightning Network, Sovereign, Stacks, the Liquid Network, all those kind of things, and make it into one like little class. All right, so it said at least I got a low number LeBron too. I have all Reggies. I got a low number LeBron, and I'm never letting it go till LeBron retires. Okay, nice. Just be careful on a Ethereum blockchain because you're going to spend so much money in gas. All of this goes on the Blue Wallet. Kev, no. Great question. No, not at all. So the Blue Wallet is a Bitcoin-only wallet, right? That's for you to stack sats and put your Bitcoin in. If you're using an NFT, it depends upon which blockchain you're using. If you're using the Wax blockchain, then you have your Wax wallet. If you're using anything Ethereum or Polygon-based, you could use Trust Wallet. You could use MetaMask wallet. If you're using the Stacks blockchain, you can use a Stacks wallet. They have things like Xverse, Hero. So it all depends upon what you're buying. If you need help, Kev, always know you can reach out to me, bro. I got you. Oh, yeah, it's definitely. How does an NFT crash? Are you talking about the market? Like you said, crash in terms of price? Is that what the question was, Corey?
Yeah, probably. So I mean, basically the volume comes out of it. It's like anything else. If the volume comes out of it and nobody's there, then the volume will go down.
Yeah, so the thing about NFTs, you have to be really careful about NFTs. People get mad when I say this, but I'm just keeping it buck. Over 90% of NFTs are all trash. But then there's some that have value if they have a utility that's based upon it, or if there's a hype cycle going on with it. Most of them are trash, though. So be careful when you buy NFTs. Make sure there's a certain level of volume that is there that you can, because NFTs a lot of times are illiquid. They're illiquid. There's no one to sell to. So be careful as you get into the NFT space. If there's a project that has a lot of, there's a lot of hype around it, like that Mega Point NFT when I showed you, I was showing Corey these the other day. The floor at that point was like 800. Yep. The floor went up 350 stacks in the last 2 days. So there's hype. There's definitely hype around it. Is that the Planet Ape? So yeah, it's kind of like that. And it's not STAX. It's STACKS stacks that way. The token is STX. So like Sam, Tom, Xavier. And by the way, this is not investment advice. It's for educational and entertainment purposes only. We're just having conversations about what we're doing. Listen, man, what's being done in crypto right now is. Yeah. See, I don't want to keep showing stuff because I'm giving away a lot of the game that I'm looking at for class, right? Put it like this. For those that are in MDC, I told y'all the other day, I'm about to show y'all where y'all could take your Bitcoin, sit your Bitcoin and make 100%.
Yep.
So imagine anything that you have in Bitcoin, you're getting 100% on your Bitcoin.
And you still get the price increase value of Bitcoin.
So think about this. That means that you could literally buy income. Whatever you save, you're getting back dollar for dollar. Anyway, not investment advice. So, but my point in saying that, Kev, is this: what's going on in crypto right now is the money that's being made. I don't even know what else to compare it to at this point right now.
Just ain't
so that's about the next few years
else to compare it to.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, price. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Bottle caps and gold. Bite and find out. Yeah. I'm going to retire messing with y'all. Get it? Listen, that's our objective is, Andrew, we want you to retire. So you can sit back and say, yo, I was rocking with them and they got me retired.
That's the goal.
KODK burned me twice. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. Like, gotta be careful in this space. You just gotta be careful. You gotta be careful because it's so much. The internet has changed things, right? So information is readily available, but like, so with the whole Kodak thing, like there was really no value there to begin with. That was all hype. Just gotta be careful. Ourplanet.io.
No, our planet, just R. Like
no. Okay, you say okay. I thought he was telling me to look up that site. No, it's R. R as in Robert. RPLANET. Ourplanet.io. Our Planet itself is a game. You could buy cards for Our Planet on the Wax blockchain and also stake them over there. That's one thing we didn't even show the miners we got over there.
Yeah,
like we're like mining tokens on the Wax blockchain. That's right. That's the goal. Financial independence. Retire early. Dion, not a problem at all. Dion, Dion, you still coming through our Sunday class? All right. So before we get out of here, cool. I got to do our.
We could do one, man. I don't feel like doing like 10 stories. We gave a lot.
No, I only got 2 anyway, so it don't matter. I don't have 10. I don't have 10, bro. I only got this. Let's jump into it though, right? So for the folks who may have been tuning in for the first time, this is where we go over a couple like real life scenarios as it pertains to money to see how you'll react to this, or see what your opinion is, right? So here's the first one. It says, I've rebuilt my life after hitting rock bottom at 19. My estranged daughter says she only wants my money and jewelry. Do I include her in my will? I had gotten divorced, willingly left my 2 children with their father, attempted suicide multiple times, and was sitting in a jail cell for writing bad checks. I have 4 children, ages 37, 36, 13, and 11, 2 girls and 2 boys. I had my first 2 children, 11 months apart. The first, a year after I married at 16. I left home in desperate attempt to escape a raging alcoholic father who was abusive in every way imaginable, and a mother who was too immobilized by fear and insecurity to do anything about it. As a young wife and mother, I was plagued with haunting flashbacks, nightmares, anxiety, depression, and more. I was later diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder because of the extensive childhood abuse I endured. I never had any other mental health diagnosis, but I admit in the 5 years that followed the exit from my parents' home, I tried to self-medicate with alcohol, other men, and occasionally narcotics at night when my children's father was caring for him. Damn. All right, let's just move forward because she's making me sad. I hear Ghostface songs in the background. So I'm gonna skip because her story is extra long. She went in. Let me see. I'm gonna get to the actual gist of what she was saying. So her daughter treats her bad. Her daughter treats her bad because of the past, which is really like boils down to her cruel daughter. And she wants to know, should she still leave her anything because the daughter treats her like trash because she was out here fornicating, as Mike Tyson was saying, and drinking and doing all kinds of unsavory things when she was younger. So she wants to know how to handle her estate. After she got her life together, she was very successful, owns investment properties, and does have substantial savings. So she wants to know what's the best way to handle inheritance in regards to a child that wants nothing to do with you except for your money. So part of her feels bad because she understands why the daughter feels this way. So how do you handle that? So Corey, if you have a kid that wants nothing at all to do with you, but it's your fault and you understand why, how do you handle that?
I'm gonna do whatever it is I want to do for them anyway, and then if they don't want it, then I'll make what you call as accommodations for that. You know what I mean? Like if you don't want it, somebody else will. You know what I mean? Like I'm going to give it to her regardless of whether or not, you know what I mean? Like because it's not what you want, it's what you deserve, right? Because I understand that I destroyed that relationship. So, you know what I mean? Like trying to rebuild the relationship might, you might be dead by the time in that relationship, because when you hurt people remember how you treat them. They might not remember anything you did for them, but they will remember how you treat them. 100% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And so she gonna remember that for the rest of her life. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna do whatever it is I can to repair that relationship. I'm also gonna financially take care of whatever it is she wants. Because she'll remember that also if that's the way, that'll happen.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear she got her life together because she was going through so much, boy. I had to skip some of the story because I told you I heard the Ghostface music playing, like she was out here wilding, and she gave
Yeah.
all the details. Like I was with other men, I was snorting coke. I'm like, okay, like you could have said I was wilding. She was giving details, like
Yeah.
so that's how you know she was out here wilding. But she got her life together and built a substantial nest egg, and now she still wants to do something for her daughter, and her daughter's not speaking to her, and she understands why. So I agree. Like, and someone said it in here too. Let's see. Um, let me see. Oh yeah, it was Andrea said, try to rebuild the relationship now because she seems like she's crying a river. Yeah, I know she's definitely crying. She wrote all them bars. So definitely try, but it is what it is. But if you have the resources, leave it to them. Like, and I think Kev said that it too. Put stipulations on an inheritance. Like if you don't use it within X amount of time, then it goes here. Leave the charity or something. But
Yeah.
you got to still try. You got to try while you're still here, and then even if it doesn't work itself out when you're going, you still can try via trust and things like that. Yeah. So that's the first story, man. I know everybody. Adrian said, "Damn, that was a sad story." My fault, y'all. I mean to get sad before we get out of here. I done ruined the mood. Ruined the mood on the video and whatnot. My bad, y'all. So a trust with instructions to give out partial payments at certain ages for a child. People mature as they get older. Maybe some counseling requirements attached. I like that because you can do all kinds of stuff with a trust.
Yeah.
That's a great answer.
No, that's a very good answer.
Yeah, that's a great answer right there. I like that one. So there, you got the answer tonight right there. One. So, all right. So I'm laughing at Dion. He said, Chewy ended up being a bust. It's all good, bro. Come through Sunday. Dion will be in class with us on Sunday. All right, so I got one more story, Core. Okay. I know you pissed at your computer right now, but we about to do one more story, though. All right, so let's read this story here. All right. My mother-in-law has 3 stepdaughters. What moral obligation does she have to include them in her will? Her other biological daughter will receive quite a bit less. She has proven to be quite untrustworthy with money. My in-laws have a complex family dynamic. My mother-in-law has 5 daughters. However, only 2 of them are biological. Only one of the 3 adopted daughters is on good terms with her. I use the term adopted loosely, as the other 3 daughters are from her boyfriend. They were never married, and I do not believe my mother-in-law has any legal connection to the 3 other daughters. I do believe she played a large role in raising them, but I'm not sure if the 2 estranged daughters even consider my mother-in-law as their mother anymore. Damn, all kinds of family issues tonight.
Yeah, right.
My mother-in-law plans to split her estate unevenly among her 5 daughters. My wife will receive the lion's share, while the other biological daughter will receive quite a bit less. She has proven to be quite untrustworthy with money. The 3 other daughters will not receive anything. My mother-in-law does not think she has any obligation to give them anything when she passes. Is there any sort of moral obligation for my mother-in-law to provide an inheritance to the 3 other daughters? And what should be our response when the other daughters inevitably come to us demanding money? Man.
Legal obligation is none. She don't gotta give them a damn thing. You know what I mean?
This is messy. I'm gonna tell you what is messy, because I've had this happen in my family before. And what happens is the person's gone and they leave whoever they want, but they leave someone out, right? It causes friction between the person that was left out and the person that the stuff was left to. I've been on the side of the person that something was left to, and had people like got beef with me, and I'm like, yo, I ain't do it. Why you mad at me? Like, obviously they ain't even bang with you, or they ain't trust you.
Like, my whole thing is they left instructions and they left you out of it. That tell you how they felt about you, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know what I mean? Like, regardless of how you feel about them, they told you how they feel about you. So, like, for me, I personally have been on both sides of that, where people have left me things and people have left me out of things. I've not always been on the best term with people.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm actually going through some beef right now where one of my aunts left me something and didn't leave her biological kids as much as she left me.
So yeah, they got beef with you now.
I mean, it ain't beef. I uncooked the beef because I gave it to him because I'm really.
Oh, you did. Oh, you gave it. You didn't want. You gave it to him.
Yeah, I gave it to him because I mean, to be in all fairness and honesty, they they're in a position to do something with it that I wasn't, right? Because they on site, they on the ground. I didn't want the house to get taken for taxes or you know what I mean. Like I just didn't want
in a different city.
Yeah. So I was just like,
okay,
it's better for them to have it and live in it and take care of it than for me.
Oh, that's honorable, you, because you know some folks would be like, look, I don't care what happened, you ain't getting it. It wasn't left to you. So I mean, that's dope.
Nah. I'm not that dude. Like I don't really care about that kind of stuff. Now I did make them pay me for it. I didn't just give it to them. You know what I mean? You know,
right, so
I did make them pay me for it, but I didn't. You know, I ain't charging full market price because I
got you.
So, but I did make them pay me for it because she didn't leave it to y'all. She didn't trust y'all with it. She left it to me because she knew I was going to do the right thing with it. But
I guess for me, what I'm taking from this story, and I think the lesson here is for the folks watching that have assets, have the conversations while you're here and explain. Like, not that you have to. You don't have to explain yourself to anybody. But I think it helps because you don't want to be going and you causing drama amongst family when you're no longer here. Like, listen, this is my thought process. Or put it in drama.
The drama already built up. It's already you know what I mean? The drama already built.
We about to get out of here. I want to read this last comment. This is amazing. Good night, y'all. Landed. I enjoyed this so much. I've been following some weird P's on Twitter, trying to learn some of this stuff. So this is amazing. Listen, we appreciate that. You know, you part of the family. Anything you need, just reach out to us. Yeah, you know, we talk crypto. Leave them dumb peas alone. Yeah. So Adrian says that my mom wasn't left out, but she had a smaller portion of other siblings. Yeah, you can cause issues with that, man. So before we get out of here, the last thing I want to say is this though. Check out our newest podcast, Alistair McKenzie, from Earners on Chain. He runs the crypto platform for EYL. He was on our most recent podcast, the upcoming podcast. We got a young brother who's in the trucking industry doing his thing, so that's fire. The podcast after that, we got a young lady who's built a crazy business. Listen, we got all kinds of fire stuff happening. Be on the lookout for that. Our newest crypto course, 3 Ways for Crypto, you can find at 3waysforcrypto.com. That's with us and the Ivy Investor. That's out there. For the folks that are in the Buy the Hood University, Sunday at noon, we're going to have a class talking options, DeFi, whatever. So make sure you pull up for class with any questions. And we're going to break down
on the MDC tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Saturday, I'm going to put a time in a Discord for those that are part of the private MDC strategy group. Russ is going to do another quick crypto class tomorrow to show you about some airdrops and things going on there. So just stay in tune with everything we got going on, man. Don't forget to follow us at Buy the Hood on every platform. We appreciate the support and love y'all pulling up this Friday, and we'll see y'all next Friday. Peace.